last year, and they're showing you the tough running right up the middle.
Quick tempo. Brown keeps it alive and then is driven back that time by Justin Jefferson.
Wow.
He's had 2 big plays now in this fourth quarter.
He really has, and he's dropping back into coverage, and as soon as he sees Brown tuck the football, he goes into attack mode, and he made South Florida's quarterback pay for keeping the football.
Instant replay is reviewing your last play for potential targeting foul.
Potential targeting foul is what they're looking at.
So the definition of targeting, again, is forcible contact to the head or neck area of a defenseless opponent, or hitting him with the crown of your helmet, any part of the body. And I think what they're going to go back and look at here is if, in fact, when he ducked the head and tucked it, if it's the crown of the helmet that makes the first contact, and if that first contact is forcible in the head or neck area of Byron Brown.
It's a great explanation, Jesse. Now let's bring in our longtime SEC official, Matt Austin. Matt, how do you read it?
Jesse, that was well put. By going by the rule book, there's an indicator. Yes, lowering his head, he is attacking, and I do think the contact is with the crown of the helmet. I do think this will be a target.
It's so true. When you watch it in real time, it looked like a
football play.
It looked like a football play.
Yeah.
When you slow it down and you look at it from those replay angles, I mean, by the rule of the law, I mean, I do think that does look like targeting.
Justin Jefferson awaits the verdict here in a real critical juncture of this fourth quarter. And here it is in real speed, to your point, Jesse. Consider the circumstances right now as it stands. 2nd and 11 at the Alabama 43 with South Florida trailing by 8. But the targeting will obviously be a huge boost to South Florida's chances here late. Here's the call.
After further review, number 15 of the defense committed a targeting foul with the front of his helmet.
So tag on the 15.
Yeah, so that's a double whammy too for Alabama, because not only do you lose the yardage now and put USF in much better field possession.
For Iowa State, Rocco Becht is just blown up. I mean, lit up by Shamari Simmons. Human missile to start the fourth quarter.
They got to look at targeting for this, Joe.
Oh, man. You just hope Rocco Becht is okay.
And Shamari Simmons came untouched on the blitz, but it looked like forcible contact was made to the head and neck area of Rocco Becht. And I hope Rocco Becht's okay.
Medical staff out there immediately to look at Rocco Becht.
I mean, this might be...
Previous play of the quarterback being sacked is under further review.
I mean, this is forcible contact to the neck or head area, and it also might be crown of the helmet as well. All the indicators that you're looking for.
Well, that's a great sign that he's up and walking and seemingly clear-headed right now.
Well, we talked about him being tough, and I mean, there are not a lot of guys that would get up that quickly after taking a hit like that.
Thank goodness.
Yes. All right, here it comes. It's coming right here. Oh! And it's right in the face. And it's maybe not crown of the helmet, but it's definitely forcible contact right into the face of Rocco Becht, and this should be targeted.
Matt Austin, our rules expert, chime in here.
Yeah, I could not agree more with Jesse. This is definitely a hit that needs to be out of the game. He's a defenseless player, so you can't hit him in the head and neck area, which he definitely does. You're right, it's not targeting. It is a hit that's high, though. He does lower his head.
After review, there is a foul for targeting by number 7 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for Iowa State, and number 7 has been disqualified for the remainder of the game.
And Matt, correct me if I'm wrong here. I mean, that means he's not playing in the first half of the college football playoff game if this score holds.
Yes, that is exactly correct.
And that would be a big loss too, guys, because this is a leader.
The left tackle. As Gabriel, play fake. He's going to run this time and slide. Flag, crowd wants one. Tubner hit him. Gabriel slow to get up.
I see Dylan trying to get the flag right there. I think that might have been a late slide, and Tubner may have already been in his tackling motion. Yeah, but it is helmet to helmet.
As Gabriel was sliding, he gets protection as a quarterback here when sliding, and now referee Chris Coit is going to stop the game and look at a potential targeting on Seaside Oregon native, the walk-on Alexander Tubner. They showed it here, M-Rob, on the big board at Autzen. And when they did, you heard the reaction from the crowd. Let's bring in our officiating expert here, Reggie Smith. What'd you see, Reg?
What we're looking here is for any forcible contact to that head-neck area. As you mentioned, Mike, the quarterback began a late slide, which doesn't matter. The onus is still on number 34 to avoid forceful. You do see him coming in an attack when he lowers his helmet. However, this is a glancing blow and not one, in my opinion, that is forceful enough for this to be created targeting by replay.
Reggie, are we thinking here, do you think that the 6 inches, the radius, the crown of the helmet here was used by Tubner?
This may fall into that area deemed to be the crown. However, the component that's necessary to create a foul would be the forcible contact. I just don't see this as forcible to me. This is more glancing. I don't believe replay should create this foul. Initially, it looked like a good no call on the field.
Again, our referee Chris Coit, formerly of the Pac-12, moved to the, moved to the Big Ten.
After review, targeting, defense number 34, 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10. Number 34 is disqualified for the remainder of the game.
So Tubner is disqualified, and that is a 15-yard penalty. He doesn't have to go.
Raiola over the middle, caught, loose. Buckeyes say they have it. Banks with the catch, but did he hold it long enough? Flag on the play. Reese with the hit to dislodge the football.
And there is a flag. That flag came in. They're going to discuss targeting right now. Because Banks was considered defenseless, any forcible contact to the head or neck area.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Personal foul, targeting the defense number 22. That penalty is under further review.
So as he's trying to complete the process of the catch, he's deemed defenseless. Any contact to the head or neck area does not have to be Arvell Reese's helmet or the crown of his helmet. Any part of his body forcibly contacts with the head or neck area is a targeting by the rule.
Mike Pereira joins us. Michael.
Yeah, Joel is right on top of this. So you're talking about still a defenseless receiver here. So you're talking about contact of the head or neck area with your helmet, shoulder, forearm, and it's the shoulder here that comes into play. So that's what they'll be looking at. They'll also be looking at the catch part. Did he have it long enough to have a catch and a fumble, which I don't think he does. It always looks like it is in slow motion. But you're looking at shoulder to the head for the targeting aspect of the play.
Mike, what do you think? Is this going to be deemed forcible? Is this enough?
I think the only element here, Joel, is he attacking with the shoulder? I mean, it's almost to me like he's braced a little bit. And again, you have to have an indicator. And as we all know now, you have to prove that it actually is targeting. As I look at it so many times, I wish that it's not, because I don't see him really driving that shoulder in there, but you do have that contact, and it's one of those that's close.
You know how I always feel? I always feel like if the intent is not there, But I understand the letter of the law, Mike. I think that this is a really difficult one because you're right. He doesn't have the indicator. He's not launching. He's bracing right there, and then the momentum creates contact. That contact is high to the head or neck. Is it forcible with indicators? Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he is driving forward a bit, you know, but again, then this is the decision that has to be made. And, you know, targeting, one every 5.5 games, you're having targeting calls that lead to a disqualification of a player. I think the message has been sent here, and these ones that are so close, and look at how long they're looking at it. And then the other thing they're looking at too is the catch fumble.
Yeah.
You know, did he get control? Did he have a foot down? And did he have it long enough? You know, if that part is there, then even if you stay with targeting, then the element changes of the enforcement.
Yeah, and how long they're under the hood right now. I mean, Mike, I think that they're actually looking at this more for the fumble aspect at this point, because right there, it's a clear recovery in the immediate action.
So then, though, if they stay with targeting, then where do you enforce the targeting from? Then you're going to enforce it from the spot of the fumble, and Nebraska will keep the ball.
After further review, it was determined that it was a catch. Targeting number 20 defense, he is disqualified from the ball game. The 15-yard penalty is worse than the start.
From the pocket, into traffic. Shot delivered on Wisner by Jonel Aguero. And it's going to be third down. Patey Bryce for that short gain.
Heavy substitutions for Kirby Smart. Glenn Schumann able to get the personnel on the field, which is so important for all defenses, but especially the style of defense.
And they've stopped play before this third down. Could not hear what Matt Leffler was saying.
Look at targeting.
I think they're looking at the hit to see if he came in with the crown of the helmet.
All right, Bill, let's get your initial thought on this. Aguero hit Wisner in the chest, but did he use his own crown of the helmet?
It's about lowering. It doesn't matter. Again, it's helmet to helmet, Bill. It's the crown.
Yeah, and I don't use the term helmet to helmet because helmets can't hit.
Yeah.
But that defender drops his head, and that's the indicator there, and he's coming in with forcible contact. So if that's the crown, and it appears it is, targeting.
Well, if it's rule targeting, that would be a second Georgia player this quarter to be ejected from the game, and it's going to set Texas up with a first down. Instead of third and long, it would be first down inside the 30.
And Jackson's already been thrown out of the game for targeting. Now we potentially have another Georgia player in his secondary going to challenge the depth. Malachi Starks. You have Ja'Cory Thomas, 20, that can play that spot too. Starks has the ability to play there.
They have some versatile pieces in the secondary, but you don't want to lose two front-line players when you're trying to protect this lead. You can see Glenn Schumann there in the red, and Kirby already plotting what they may have to do if Aguero is ejected.
You know, the Nick Saban, Kirby Smart coaching tree. Guys get Dan Lanning, guys get opportunities. Feels like Glenn Schumann potentially going to be that next guy.
It is targeting against number 8 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty will result in the first down. Number 8 is disqualified.
These guys have a bye week, but the game after that is Florida and Jacksonville. So both those guys, Jackson and Aguero, would be unable to play in the first half of that Florida game.
So, Chris, because Starks now has to play back with Bolden, he has the ability to play that nickel spot, but Ja'Cory Thomas now, 20, will come in.
This team has not performed up to expectations, and I think Billy Napier would admit to that.
There is Tank Hawkins, who took a big hit at the end of that play. He is a 10-3 100-meter guy, is Tank Hawkins. You want to get him into space.
Yeah, and I think you have to give Jay Bateman, the defensive coordinator for Texas A&M, a lot of credit in this game. Remember, he coached on Billy Napier's staff for 2 years as the inside linebacker coach here at Florida. Knows his personnel, knows his schemes, strengths and weaknesses. And it seems like he's been able to stay one step ahead. That's really been
under further review for potential targeting.
That's really been the cat and mouse game so far in this one.
Another targeting look here. Had a targeting that forced an ejection earlier today. That was Florida's Bridges. Let's take a look at this one here. Matt Austin, what do you see?
Well, this one looks a little more like targeting. The defender definitely comes in. He's attacking with force. He does lower his head and hit with the crown. So I think this one will be confirmed as a target.
That's Dalton Brooks, Jesse, who was ejected from the Notre Dame game for targeting on Riley Leonard, the quarterback. That was in the first quarter when Brooks was ousted then.
That's right. That's right. So if this stands, he's not only going to miss the rest of this game, but he's going to miss the first half of their next one against Bowling Green.
You can see that. And he looks up there at the big jumbotron. And he's thinking to himself, man, oh man, this is going to happen 2 times in the first month of the season.
He's a guy that they're really excited about too, and they want to keep him on the field. They love his ability, but it's been a little bit reckless these first 3 games. Only a true sophomore. He's a really, really talented player who's going to have a real bright future here at College Station, but he's got to rein it back just a little bit.
Mentioned Jay Bateman having been here. Bateman, listen, he's been a defensive coordinator in 5 of his last 6 stops. He was at North Carolina with Mack. He was at Army, Ball State, and then was part of this original staff with Billy Napier here at Florida. Now comes on another first-year head coach staff. We talked to him about that. We'll talk about that in a second.
After further review, personal foul targeting defense, number 25, using the crown of his helmet. The 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's unfortunate news for Dalton Brooks and Mike Elko. These are coaching moments that they're going to certainly get with Brooks on moving forward. But you're right, Joe. I mean, and I'll tell you, Bateman's done a nice job in this game too, knowing that he was probably going to see 2 different quarterbacks. And how do you prepare your defense for which guy's in the game, and what are the different wrinkles that you might expect are coming? And it just always seems like he's been one step ahead in this one.
A&M, not the perfect no-hitter kind of day. When you look at the scoreboard, I know you may think, oh, everything went their way. They even had the defensive touchdown. 12 penalties for 105 yards.
And I want to point out for Dalton Brooks, because you mentioned, Joe, that's his 2nd targeting penalty on the season. If he gets 1 more, it's an automatic 1-game suspension.
2nd down and 20. Don't have to get all of this on this play, but you probably wanted more than that. Oh, what a lick Samaj Morgan took from Jameer Johnson.
Yeah, and I'm surprised right here that IU's not taking a timeout. It's still 3rd and long. They're playing it safe. Did he get him with the head? Oh, could be targeting too. He saw it. Jameer Johnson lowered his helmet. Looked to me like he got him with the crown.
It's under review for potential targeting.
I don't think we've had one in our game all year, have we, Ness?
Not one that's held up.
Yeah, that one's going to hold up.
Another look, different angle.
Yeah, that's how you can hurt yourself with a tackle like that.
And
one of the 10 transfers starting first-team starters for this IU defense.
Gene Steratore is with us.
Yeah, Ness, that one feels a little more like Jameer Johnson did lead with that 6-inch diameter from the top of his helmet. The receiver has become a runner, in my opinion. He completed the process of the catch, starts turning upfield. He's a runner to me there, but now that contact initiated with the crown of the helmet there, that can rise to the level of targeting. And in my opinion, it feels to me as if he did initiate contact with that crown and drive it into his opponent, as we see right there.
A replay official is Scott Aronowitz. And he's having a discussion right now with Brian Banks, our referee, who's under the hood.
Kind of hit him in the face mask with it, didn't he?
Yeah, right in the side of the cage, right in the chin.
Kind of a Mike Tyson hit right there. I mean,
he's got business next Friday night.
Oh, is it next week?
Next Friday night.
I got it.
And Mr. Banks with the call.
After review, number 9 of the defense targeted player number 0. There's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. The automatic first down. Number 9 is disqualified from further participation in today's ball game.
So the starting corner.
The clock will start on the snap.
He will miss the second half.
He will. The only good news for IU is that he'll be eligible to play the start of the game against Ohio State.
Which is in 2 weeks, right? So sitting out this half is probably a much better situation.
Yeah, like it would happen 2 minutes later in the second half. He would miss the first half of the Ohio State game.
Game clock operator. Please reset the game clock to 1:49.
So we're going to put some time back on the clock here. Back to 1-4.
Carries 43 for Desmond Reed, but he had 43 on one carry. The other 4 have gone for a total of 0. Yarnell Mumfield dropped the ball. Flags down behind the play. I think they roughed the passer. Another drop by an ordinarily very good Pitt receiver. They've had more drops the last 2 weeks than they had in the first 7 games combined.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. With targeting.
Whoa.
Defense. Number 47. 15-yard penalty. First down. Ruling of targeting is under further review.
And it's going to be a huge review because Brown seeing more action with the injury to Woodaz.
And a clear targeting there. And Brown starts on the outside and slides back inside with the move up front. And he just leads with the crown of the helmet. I mean, that is targeting, textbook targeting. Crown of the helmet, defenseless player, forcible contact, you name it, that checks the box. So Brown has played his last snap of the day, and that's a massive loss with Wade Woodaz, like you said, being out.
Well, you seem convinced. Let's bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, Sean, I think Greg nailed it. He does. He lowers his head. He attacks with force and nails him right in the chest with the crown of the helmet. So this should be a pretty easy call for the replay booth.
Against Sammy Brown. Came in with 9 tackles for a loss this season, despite the fact that he hasn't played many snaps. That number led all freshmen in the country. Very highly recruited player, number 13 overall in any position.
Targeting is confirmed. Number 47 is disqualified.
Now where do they go? No Wade Woodaz and now no Sammy Brown. So athletic. Sammy Brown ran a 10.7. 100 meters in high school. D. Creighton comes in, a freshman from Alpharetta, Georgia.